Okay. So, let me tell you some things you should not undermine. Okay? Some things that could make your day go really well or really terribly or horribly. First and first. First and first. I would always encourage that before you start your day, buy all the fuel you're going to need for that day. All right? Don't run this kind of system where you buy half, you drive a little, you buy half, you drive a little, you buy. The thing is, here's the thing. There is a flow in this business. Yeah? From one customer, you move into the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. Until at some point, you drive to a place where it's like, oh, I'm going to take a break. Okay? Probably a lunch break. Probably a brunch. Probably whatever. Rest. For 2 minutes, for 5 minutes, then get back to it again. But there is a flow. Whenever you stop and you start to buy fuel, or you start to try to, top up on your tank or things like that, I'm going to tell you this. It breaks that flow. Unfortunately, the moment you have that break in flow, you're going to feel fatigue, the tiredness that is building up. You're going to feel it just because you stopped for a moment, let's say to buy fuel and for an elongated period of time. Unfortunately too, a lot of drivers do this. That actually pisses me off. What is it with you and you want to buy fuel and you decide that the best place to go and buy fuel is NNPC, that has all the long queues, and you at work, for God's sake. Okay, NNPC in Abuja, it sells for 617, I believe. Other people sell for 650, 660, 680, whatever. Okay. How much are you really saving, bro? I know it's something, but the truth is you're not trying to fill up your tank to say, oh, the difference is going to be massive. It's when you're buying in serious quantity, yeah? NNPC seems like a good place to go, but if you're just trying to buy something to get on with your day, what's the sense? Tell me, what's the sense in lining up in a car of like 40 cars in front of you and then you line up behind them? Like, are you sure you want to walk for the day? Another trick you should understand about having a full tank, not necessarily a full tank, but having all the fuel, all the gas you need in your car before you get started at work, is that, let me put it this way. Fill up your tank with the exact amount you feel like you may need to get through the entire day. Don't do this thing wherein you go to work, let's say with a full tank, and then when it's half, you stop work. Because let's say you're done for the day or whatever. The trick is this. I'll give you a practical example. Sometimes when I go to work, especially on a Sunday, I have a full tank. Okay? I have a full tank. Then I don't mean that type of full tank where the thing will literally be pouring out of your car before you know it's full. No, I buy a fuel of 25-30K. That's pretty much full for me from reserve or almost empty. Right? Now, here's what happens. Before the tank gets to, let's say, quarter from the upper side, not quarter towards the reserve, quarter from the upper side, yeah? I probably would have made back 25K. That's the point I'm trying to make. Now, for the rest of the fuel, I don't know how to put this. The rest of the fuel that is left is basically profit. So if I decide to stop when the fuel reaches half, you do realize that it's going to break a certain flow for me. And next time I want to go to work the next day, I'm confused. How much am I supposed to gather again for fuel? Or how much fuel had I expended? Was the calculation is just sometimes sophisticated. That's all I'm trying to say. So if you think you're going to use just half tank today, get a half tank. And by God, finish that fuel for that day. All right? Don't do halfway and remain a little bit and do it and don't do that, man. And please, these things I say, they're flexible. Yeah? It's not necessarily like one whole big unbreakable rule. No, not necessarily. The point I'm trying to make is, if you're going to have an explicitly smooth day, there's just certain things you should do. And one of it is not having to stop by to buy fuel as you go. Put in the fuel you want. Go to work. Get your fuel money first. The rest is your profit. You will have a good day. All right? The second, very important, extremely important, is get your mind right. Don't fight with the customer. Don't fight with the rider. Get your goddamn mind right. Get your head into the business. You are here to work. You're here to make profit gain. You're here to improve life. You're not here to fight. The people who actually make the extra efforts to make sure that they show the customer that they were once in the military, what the hell is wrong with you? You are daft. Extremely daft. I had a situation quite recently with this customer now. She booked and then I came. It was around the Wuye area in Abuja. I came one of those estates over there. I came and she was like driving. I mean, the gate was right there. You could just walk up, but like she was like driving. Not a problem, not a problem. Okay, fine. I drove in and then it was an Uber, so I waited. And then it was already past 10 minutes. It was already charging the rider for waiting time. At this point, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm going to wait any longer. So I canceled the trip, charged the rider for waiting time, and then I left. As soon as I was driving out, she called. And then she was like, I don't know what is wrong with you drivers. Huh? Why can't you be patient? What is wrong with you? Now, the app is wanting me to pay an extra 100 naira to the next driver, whereas what I would have added for you would have been way more than that. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not complaining, am I? Literally, what just happened here is, you booked a ride way before you were ready to leave. I don't want to wait for you. Book the next one. It's not a problem. It's not a fight. I literally just cut the call. It's like, I don't know what to say to you. Pay the next person. By all means, give them all the waiting time extra that they need. It's not a problem. Don't fight with your customer. Don't fight with anybody. Especially those BIOs, toutish human beings that they are. Yeah? Try to avoid them as much as you can. Don't get into any altercation, because the thing about the work is, as you keep going and then somebody ruins your mood, it's going to rub off on your other customers, and that is bad. That is bad. You're going to be driving, but something is eating you up. Something is making you feel angry. Not right. So whenever you get up and you go to work, try to make the effort not to fight. Fight on other days. Any day you're off, go fight. Go to a gym, box somebody. That's fine. But when you're at work, do what brought you to work. Yeah? Third thing, insist on a good day. Insist on bro, I'm going to have a good day today. Doesn't matter what the fuck is going to come my way. I'm going to have a good day today. Sorry for cursing. I'm going to have a good day today. It was 2 weeks ago or something. I woke up and I was feeling like, I don't think I slept well. You know, my head was feeling kind of poundy on the left side and the right side. I don't fucking know, man. I was just not feeling right. But and my head was like, this is not going to change anything. I'm going to go to work, and God knows my profit margin, my threshold I will meet. Okay? It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what your mood is. It doesn't matter what's going on. If you have an earmark, if you have a threshold, if you have an earning limit, you make sure you meet that limit. You make sure you meet that mark. That's how you get a good day. That's how you feel good by the end of the day. Very important. Okay? Next is, do what is best for you. Very important for you to know this. Some customers you have, and they want you to drive fast. Some want you to run a red light. Some want you to run 120, 140. I'm late. Whatever. Not my fault. You should have come out earlier or something. Some people want you to do crazy things. But get this. When shit gets rough, they're not going to be there. Okay? So do what's best for you. You know your vehicle. You know that your vehicle is able to take this much pressure. You know that your vehicle, you can fire the hell out of it. You know your vehicle cannot be fired that much because it's going to need to be the mechanic the next day. Don't force things on it just because your customers say, oh God. Allow yourself the convenience of comporting yourself in the best way you know how. Don't let your customer shout confusion into your head. Get this. Whether you are young or old or a pap, don't ever let any customer keep screaming at you to the point where you get confused. I still remember this one customer. He was, I think it was a military guy. He had the look, he had the feel. I actually picked him from a place that looks like a barrack. Okay, go. I can't do like this, I can't do like that, okay. Don't check the map, leave it, I know where I'm going. You know. And then I trusted him. I know where I'm going. Should I follow here or should I follow here? He said, no, anyone is fine. And then I followed anyone. And God knows it didn't go right. You just took me and you were turning me around and you were doing like this and you were doing like that. And that day was a Sunday, so there was a route I took and we're going to Transcorp, but there's a route where the Holy Cross Church or something, I don't know, they used to block the road over there. So, you know, it was blocked, so I had to start rerouting. So that was the whole issue, which is not supposed to be an issue. I mean, for a guy, he really was screaming. I was like, Jesus. So, do what's best for you, okay? Don't let the customer force you to be, oh God. It's your car. It's your prerogative. It's your decision, all right? Don't get forced or coerced into anything that you don't want to do. If the trip is good for you, it's good for you. If the trip is not good for you, don't let anybody talk you into what you don't want to do. Okay? For instance, it's been a while I've been to places like Pape. It's been a while I've been to places like Karu, the Nyanya area. And it's simply because it doesn't matter how much you're giving me, I don't want to go there. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it to say don't go there. No, those places are wonderful. I have my reasons. You understand that there are certain areas in town that I walk around and, you know, I just like to be around. So, it's just me. Not going to let you coerce me to go in there. You get, I look at the trip and I'm seeing Papi and I'm like, yeah, not me. So, own your shit. Own your goddamn. And lastly, this is going to sound weird, but don't try to impress these apps, Bolt, Uber, InDrive. That's absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Okay? Well, there's some drivers out there who pride themselves in being like, bro, Uber has never, or rather Bolt has never suspended me. I have never cancelled any trip. I have never, I'll sit you down and then we're going to do some accounting. And then I'll make you realize that you've been slaving for Bolt. That's exactly what's just been happening with you. There's no sense in trying to be a good boy for Bolt, a good boy for Uber. Do what's best for you, man. Okay? Whenever you see Bolt and the rest of them or Uber, whatever, tell you, oh, this is how you are going to earn more. Trust me, that's not how you're going to earn more. That's not really it. They just want something that makes them and the app looks good. Not because of you, actually. No, not really. Try to find a system that works for you. The app is not going to give that to you. Alright? I understand this whole point of putting a weekly threshold or something on the app. Like, anyway, I guess some people love that. Some people love that. And you see the new update on the Boat app, wherein you have to complete certain trips, and then you're going to be on a tier 1, I think it's bronze, silver, gold, something like that, wherein it's like, I think in one of this thing is like, we're going to show you the prices of trips. Things like that. That's the most basic thing you should have by default on every app. You should show me the amount of that trip, otherwise I don't know if I really want to go. It's a choice thing. You make it seem like these people are actually your employees, but there's a mix and match situation going on there. It's not really how you make it seem. Do what's best for you. And try and be a goody boy for app. Try, but then don't fight with customers. Okay, let's stop here. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Bye bye.